Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a Screenwriter's Rant on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, a new video game that's coming out, I don't know when. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. 2022. 2022. I think from the guys who did Borderlands. And it's like a Dungeons and Dragons parody called Bunkers and Badasses. Yeah, let's get into it. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description, including the Pineys Comedy Horror in South Jersey. This looks like comedy. This looks like comedy, Joan. This looks like a game I would play. I have loved the Borderlands stuff. I think it has a great look to it, and this definitely has a similar look, except they're throwing in the fantasy element, and they're mixing it so you got this robot in armor and you've got like skeletons and crazy stuff. It's like Dungeons and Dragons if it was made by someone who lived in a post-apocalyptic world. I think not a bad concept. It looks fun. It breaks the fourth wall. Somebody drops Cheetos on the figurine board and they have to be removed or something. But so here's Tiny Tina. I assume this was a character in Borderlands, and maybe this is like a spin-off game. She's running the game, I guess, and you're playing it. But I like the look of it. It looks fun. The music's fun. The energy here is just super fun. Everything about this screams, yeah, I'll play it. Sure, why not? I mean, I think it might be a little too crazy and silly that I would do a deep dive. I think this would be a good sort of fun game. In that, some games like the time commitment's too much. And I'm just like, I don't want the time commitment. You know what I mean? But this game feels like you could dip in and out and not have a huge time commit, not have to remember a bunch of stuff. I don't want to have to remember a bunch of stuff, right? I don't want to have to do homework to do a video game. I just want to dip in, shoot some bad guys, and then dip out and go on my way. This feels like that, where the setups are quick. Even though there'll be a longer story, you won't need to know everything about it. And it's kind of crazy and weird anyway. So if you miss a few clues, you won't be instantly murdered or stuck in the game. March 25th, it's coming out. Hashtag Be Chaotic Great. That's cool. So definitely a nod to the old D&D stuff. I love it. Definitely in my wheelhouse here. I'm an old gamer. I'm a pen and pencil guy. Oh yeah. Back in the day, I was making the dungeons. I was the DM. I was a player too, but mostly a DM. A lot of times being a writer. Love to DM. Love to world build. Love to build my dungeons. I have many, many unfinished dungeons somewhere in my basement still. I would always get too ambitious. I would build a dungeon that would just be so massive. It would have thousands of rooms, and I would get, I'd write maybe the first 800 rooms. The characters would do maybe 200 of them, and then we'd get bored with it, and I'd have to write a new dungeon, and I'd never go back and finish it. So yeah, I would totally play this game. It hits all the right buttons. It's got great design. I love the colors. Just loving the design and the colors. It looks like fun. It's not trying to be anything more than it is. It's just being fun. It's not being political. It's not being woke. So yeah, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. It's got enough of a story, but not too much. Enough of a story, and look, if you got a solid story, if you got a concept, a premise that's solid, you should be able to describe it in a sentence. That's a screenwriter rule. Describe it in a sentence. You can't do it if you're humming and hawing and going on and on. Your concept usually is ass. So Tiny Tina's Wonderland, I'm on board. Love it. And that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. We're done for today. But check us out on Bitchute and Rumble, because I did get a a video flagged and deleted from YouTube. I don't want to go into it again. But we got a Rumble, a News Blast, and a Hollywoke hot take. So we'll see you